Guys, my first लाइव स्ट्रीम थोड़ी देर में ही स्टार्ट होने वाला 6 मिनट हाँ तो मैनेज किया। होप आपको मतलब माय ओपिनियन है। हाँ, ये ओनली मिनट्स तो और लेट्स सी यार क्या होता है। तो कमेंट में बताना भाई तुम्हारे पास मतलब से समथिंग है। आपको आवाज़ आ रही है मेरी? आवाज़ आ रही होगी तो मैं कह रहा था कि मैं अपनी वॉइस बात करूँ बट आप तक जा रही है तो बहुत बट कह रहे कि अल्ट्रा फ्रीजा आएगा लगता लैग लैग वॉइस डाल दी थी। लैपटॉप नहीं क्या आ रही है आपको? भी बहुत आ रही होगी फिर बंद हो जा रही होगी बात। मैं थोड़ा पास में आगे बात करता हूँ लैपटॉप की, मेरी आवाज़ बार बार आए, लैग ना हो। लेट्स गो। अब मेरी वॉइस ढंग से आ रही होगी तो कमेंट करके बताना भाई। आ रही है, थोड़ी आ रही होगी। यो, हेलो ब्रदर, वेलकम टू लाइव स्ट्रीम, फर्स्ट लाइव स्ट्रीम। हाँ भाई, आई थिंक मेरी वॉइस अब सही आ रही होगी। Sure. भाई मैं कोशिश करता हूँ अपनी आउट करके, मतलब लैपटॉप के पास में आगे मैं बात कर रहा हूँ वैसे तो। एक मिनट। ओके, आई थिंक अब सही आ रही होगी आवाज। लेट्स गो यार, आई थिंक लाइव स्ट्रीम बस शुरू हो गई है। रिफ्रेश करके देख। टाइम नहीं, थोड़ी देर में स्टार्ट होगा बस। वेटिंग। ओके ओके, स्टार्ट। ओनली 1 मिनट रह गया एंड let's go.
Hello everyone, I'm Toshi, the producer of Dragon Ball Legends. Thanks for joining me today. It's time to kick off reveals and stuff. To start off, did everyone watch the drones last time? How amazing was that? We revealed Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Vegito with drones, but did it give you a sense for how powerful the character is? There's so much to talk about with Vegito, like the character's powerful combos and how it reduces the opponent's vanishing gauge upon entering the battlefield, but the star of the show is Vegito's ultimate arts. If you successfully tap the button enough times, the ultimate arts becomes very powerful indeed. The effects of this ability change depending on the user's action, and we're considering more abilities like it for the future. The other thing I want to highlight is the ultimate arts animation. It shows Goku and Vegeta's faces overlapping each other. I think it's something that really makes this Vegito special. And after the 5th anniversary campaign came the Cell Games Commence campaign. We had the Majin Buu Saga campaign in April and are currently holding the FRIEZA Saga campaign, which means we're going a bit out of order, but we released all sorts of characters related to the Cell Saga, such as Perfect Form Cell and Super Saiyan Gohan. In fact, you can play as the Cell who swells up before exploding in that famous scene. This Cell can destroy cards and seal rising rushes, which lets Cell stand out compared to other characters that deal damage when defeated. This character is versatile and works great in regeneration parties with the recent Piccolo or in Android parties with Gamma 1 and Gamma 2. With that, let's get started on our first segment. It's time for Legends Update Info. This segment will include information regarding updates that we plan to implement soon. Starting with this. We've updated the Exchange Shop item screen to display the number of items you currently have. Previously, if you wanted to know how many of a specific soul you had to long press them one at a time or go to the item screen to find out. So now, exchanging items should go much smoother. Here's what we have next. Currently, if you set your profile card to a character that can transform, it can only display the character before transforming and not after, but you will now be able to choose one or the other. If you wanted to set your profile card to a character's post-transformation appearance, now you can. These aren't quite transformations, but you can also set it to post-revival final form Frieza or even Magenta's Cell Max, which has changing artwork. Now, check this out. We're making it so you can trade for Ultra Skip tickets on the spot if you happen to be a bit low on them when you go to play co-op or a raid. Until now, you've had to go all the way back to the exchange shop, but now you can easily get the Ultra Skip tickets you need and use them right away. You can trade Z2 medals for Ultra Skip tickets, so use them to play to your heart's content. Next up is... And now, for the biggest update of the show. We've spruced up the criteria for matchmaking in order to make raiding matches even more fun. Presently, matchmaking is done by referencing a player's current battle rank, but going forward, matchmaking won't just consider your current battle rank, but also take your match history and recent win rates into account. With these new adjustments, we hope you'll get to have more exciting bouts with people closer to your skill level. We are also going to be taking another look at how points are awarded and subtracted based on wins and losses. Next, though we'll no longer show rating points when you're gearing up for a match, if you match with a player with slightly higher rating point than you, this special animation will play. And if you emerge victorious against your opponent in this scenario, you'll get even more rating points than usual. Even if there's a difference in rating points, because of the changes to the criteria that I've just detailed, you'll still be fighting against players close to your skill level, so try it out and give it your best. We've also made it so you won't lose as much rating points from losses or forfeits compared to before, so even if powerful opponents show up, you don't have to worry so much about it. Also, after these improvements, if you haven't done raiding matches in a while, but you did raise your battle rank in the past, then you may be eligible for a special rank up that boosts your battle rank at the start by a fixed amount based on your past results. Up until now, completely missing one season would mean that your battle rank would get reset all the way to 1. So, it could be quite a challenge getting back to where you were before. This change means that even if you get busy and you just can't make time for raiding matches, you'll be able to quickly get back into things when you finally can. And it also means that new players will run into experienced returning users a lot less frequently, so if you haven't ever tried PvP, we hope you'll give it a shot after this update. Last, but certainly not least, we are strengthening our measures to ensure a fair and fun competitive environment. Due to these large-scale updates, starting from the next raiding match season, we'll be holding renovation seasons. We may need to make adjustments each season to things like matchmaking and the amount of rating points you earn, so we ask for your understanding. That's all we have to share regarding updates today. You can expect to see them in-game towards the end of August. Be sure to check the in-game news for more details after the release. Moving on from updates, it's time for Legends News. We have a ton of information regarding upcoming events for you all, starting with the number of users playing Dragon Ball Legends has surpassed 80 million worldwide. We just held a celebration for reaching 70 million users back in February, but we've already hit 80 million. We are incredibly grateful for all of you playing Legends. You may be aware that campaigns to celebrate 80 million users and FRIEZA Saga Z are currently underway. The FRIEZA Saga is one of the most popular sagas in Dragon Ball, so many of you are probably excited to see what characters and events we have in store. The campaigns have kicked off with the Endless Summer Duel that has fabulous rewards like Z-Power for Legends Limited characters, Kaioken Goku's Zenkai Awakening, and a sparking unique equipment for Final Form Frieza. But let's talk about some new events today. Actually, you've waited long enough, so let's start by revealing the new characters. Naturally, they are from the FRIEZA Saga. Take a look.
Let's go. New character. FRIEZA. ये फ्रीजा आएगा पक्का।
Your body is mine! Change! Uh-oh.
That is right. Representing episode FRIEZA Saga Z, we have Captain Ginyu, a Jace and Birder tag character, and a Rikum and Goldo tag character coming to Legends. It's been quite a while since we've released new Ginyu Force characters. The Ginyu Force features some wonderfully unique characters, so we decided they'd be perfect for this episode campaign. Both of these tag characters will be obtainable from the same summon. Creating a tag character is really more like creating two entire characters, so in that sense, this is a pretty incredible summon. Those animations for Captain Ginyu probably also caught your eye. You'll have to wait just a bit longer to learn more about Ginyu's abilities, so please sit tight. First up is Rikum and Goldo. Rikum and Goldo is a defense type character, with Rikum being yellow and Goldo being green. We chose the element colors to match the character's signature colors, so you can probably guess what elements that Jace and Birder tag characters will have. Moving on, this unit has the FRIEZA Force and Ginyu Force tags, and its Z ability 3 targets ally tag FRIEZA Force, episode FRIEZA Saga Z, and tag Ginyu Force characters. This tag character's greatest strength is its defensive capabilities. Both Rikum and Goldo have a special cover change against strike arts that can be followed up with a special move arts. Plus, each one has a different way of stopping the opponent dead in their tracks, with Rikum sealing special arts and Goldo sealing special move arts upon entering the battlefield. Also, when either character enters the battlefield, they will nullify unfavorable element factors for damage sustained for a set number of timer counts, meaning they'll be able to withstand attacks they would ordinarily be weak against. Rikum also recovers health upon landing strike arts, as well as when receiving an enemy arts attack. On the other hand, Goldo will reduce the enemy's ki upon receiving an arts attack, and can inflict an attribute downgrade that lowers all enemies' special move, ultimate, and awakened arts power. Rikum is tough, while Goldo is good at disrupting an opponent's actions, so having this unit play a defensive role in a Ginyu Force party is the best way to make use of its abilities. Also, when you use Rikum and Goldo's strike, blast, and special move arts, your damage inflicted and critical rate will increase. That means this character offers more than just defense. The fact that you can deliver huge damage unexpectedly with criticals is also a huge plus. Rikum's strike attacks also have blast armor, so you can attack without having to worry about blasts. Goldo's blast attacks have a chance to inflict paralysis, which is just what you'd expect from a psychic fighter. Next, Jace and Birder. Jace and Birder is a range type unit, with Jace's element being red and Birder's being blue. Just like with the Rikum and Goldo unit, this unit has the FRIEZA Force and Ginyu Force tags. Its Z ability 3 targets ally tag FRIEZA Force, episode FRIEZA Saga Z, and tag Ginyu Force characters. Jace and Birder's standout traits are its blazingly fast tag switch. Both characters' special move arts will increase the switch gauge by 60%. When combined with other arts, it's possible to perform a tag switch after using just 2 arts. We've seen effects that increase the switch gauge before on Gamma 1 and Gamma 2, so I think you all know how powerful it can be. On tag switch, this character will recover health and ki, as well as get a boost to damage inflicted. But in addition to that, Jace restores the vanishing gauge, while Birder nullifies enemy special cover changes. Both Jace and Birder have a special cover change against strike arts, and they'll draw a special arts card and destroy the enemy's cards when they perform it. Moreover, Jace can reduce all enemies' health restoration, while Birder can reduce their Dragon Balls. Finally, I'll talk about their offensive abilities. Both Jace and Birder have their own unique aspects and powerful effects. Jace will get buffs to damage inflicted and even draw special move arts depending on the number of strike and blast arts hits, while Birder will boost own arts card draw speed, nullify special cover changes, and recover 70% of the vanishing gauge when performing a vanishing step. All this will allow this character to be used as a lightning fast attacker for Ginyu Force parties. Speaking of the Ginyu Force, it's time to introduce the group's namesake. This Ginyu has a probability-based revival ability that allows him to body change into Goku. If the revival succeeds, this character will revive as Goku Captain Ginyu. But if the body change fails, Ginyu will turn into a frog and be defeated. However, even if Ginyu does turn into a frog, the enemy's ki will still be reduced by 70, so it won't be a complete failure. Note that you can increase the revival chance up to 100% by performing various actions in battle. These are simple actions that range from doing vanishing steps to using special and special move arts, so don't worry. The ability was meant to capture the essence of what happens when Ginyu's body change technique goes awry, like in the original series, but you'll likely be able to pull off the technique in a number of different situations. Here's a list of actions you can do to increase your chances. As you can see, Ginyu's main ability alone will increase the probability by a whopping 20%, so be sure to make good use of it. Moreover, whether they're Tag Ginyu Force or Episode FRIEZA Saga Z, having certain types of characters as battle members will increase Ginyu's success rate, so we highly recommend building a team around them. It's also not an exaggeration to say that this character is perfect for taking an opponent's Rising Rush, Ultimate Arts, and the like. This Ginyu also has different strength before and after reviving. Before reviving, this Ginyu is notable for having high firepower and abilities that hinder the enemy. Ginyu will gain huge damage inflicted buffs at the start of the battle and when this character enters the battlefield, and using Strike and Blast Arts will give even more damage buffs along with ki recovery, which will allow you to use this character's high firepower to pressure your opponent. Also, Ginyu's special move arts will obscure your opponent's cards, while the special arts will greatly reduce your opponent's ki and increase all enemy substitution counts. So you can see that Ginyu has many ways to hinder the enemy in battle. By increasing your opponent's substitution counts, they won't be able to switch characters as often, and while they're having trouble switching, you, on the other hand, will be able to switch freely. Ginyu will get buffs to damage inflicted upon entering the battlefield, so switch your characters frequently and keep gaining buffs for Ginyu. Let's move on to what this character is like after reviving. Ginyu will retain the high firepower I just mentioned, while gaining abilities to help continue combos and boost survivability. Before reviving, your card draw speed will increase after a certain number of timer counts have elapsed, and after reviving, your main ability will also allow you to increase your card draw speed, so under the right conditions, you can increase your draw speed by 3 levels and really put pressure on the enemy. In terms of defense, Ginyu has a special cover change against Strike Arts and can destroy enemy cards when using Strike or Blast Arts. In addition to this unit's unique revival ability, its offensive abilities are high, making Ginyu a really fun character to play in general. As you might expect, Ginyu has powerful synergy with other Ginyu Force characters, so be sure to use this character in a Ginyu Force party. As you probably heard in the trailer, a song from the Dragon Ball Z soundtrack, Kyofu no Ginyu Tokusentai, can be heard in-game for a limited time with the release of these new characters. While it was particularly memorable as the music that plays when the Ginyu Force first arrives on scene, it was used throughout Dragon Ball Z for various battle scenes, so it's sure to bring some extra excitement to your battles in Legends. There are so many wonderful Dragon Ball music tracks, and we hope to continue putting them in Legends so that everyone can have even more fun as they play. Remember to turn up that volume if you usually play with the sound off. On a side note, Legends Limited Super Saiyan 3 Goku and Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta was released during the Majin Buu Saga campaign, and then was followed by Ultra Majin Buu. But it's not like we're planning to release an Ultra character every month during these episode campaigns, so please keep that in mind. That's all for new characters, but we have a bit more new info to share, so we hope you'll stick around. Time to reveal. That's right, it's that time of year again. Ginyu Force Sizzling Summer Boot Camp returns. Last year you could obtain some of FRIEZA's soldiers, but if you clear the event this year, you'll get a costume that has the tag Ginyu Force bonus tag. In other words, Shallot will be able to fit perfectly into your Ginyu Force teams. Shallot has received some big buffs this year, from Sparking Rarity to the Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan transformation, so you won't want to miss this costume. Be sure to get it and have Shallot join your Guinea Force teams. Some of you may have already guessed this since the subtitle this year is Heavy Attack Training from Hell. But you will be able to get Arts Boost materials by playing this event. In case you didn't know, using Arts Boost to power up your characters will raise both their stats and the chance that their arts attacks will become heavy or super heavy attacks and deal more damage than normal. That makes the reward from this event very valuable for strengthening your units, so be sure to get them while you can. Next, later this month, we'll be releasing Perilous Clash Namek. This is an event where each stage has specific characters that are required to play. It's similar to Eliminate the Earthlings, as well as the Majin Buu's Revival event that was added during the episode campaign Majin Buu Saga Z. Like previous events of this type, you can earn Chrono Crystals and Slot Removers. Here are the characters you'll need to try it out. Some of them are even extreme rarity. Each stage will also have a certain limit break that the required characters will have to meet, so make sure to give this event a go once you acquire these characters and limit break them. It's also a permanent event, so don't sweat it if you can't meet the requirements just yet. Next. I'm sure you've all been waiting for this one. Time for another equipment upgrade bonanza. When you acquire or upgrade equipment during this event period, then a bonus will be applied to the effect values for that equipment. Take this chance to collect tons of equipments, strengthen them, and get some truly powerful pieces. In Legends, you can't just power up characters, you'll need to get the best equipments you can to continue getting stronger, so don't miss out on this campaign. It's a great opportunity. The next event is Ultra Spacetime Rush Lite. This was held during the 5th anniversary too. It's a less difficult version of Ultra Spacetime Rush, so it's an easier way to get Zenkai Rush medals and Rush medals. This is a good opportunity for all of you who recently started Legends, so we hope you'll give it a try. The Zenkai Rush medals that you get from Ultra Spacetime Rush can be exchanged for the Awakening Z powers that's needed for Zenkai Awakening, while Rush medals can be exchanged for memories and fragments needed for Equipment Awakening. That means you'll need both kinds of medals if you want to reach higher levels of power. Please give it a go. Now, let's talk about Legends Battle Royale FRIEZA Saga Z. We are, after all, in the middle of the episode campaign FRIEZA Saga Z. I think building a party around the new Captain Ginyu character is probably the way to go, but I bet there will be lots of FRIEZA Force parties and ones built around the Kaioken Goku that recently got a Zenkai Awakening. Make sure you take some time to think about what kind of party you're going to put together before the event starts. And don't forget the Equipment Upgrade Bonanza. You'll need it to get top tier equipments for whatever party you end up choosing. There will be some special rules as well, so please check in-game for more info. Our last announcement is to celebrate the Sandland movie releasing in Japan on August 18th, a collaboration login bonus will be held. The previous login bonus featured items like arts card sleeves with a design based on V-Jump, but the items this time will be even better. You can get a Beelzebub cloak costume and a Beelzebub goggles accessory for Shallot, Sandland arts card sleeves, and special titles. Be sure to log in and get them during the collaboration period. And that's all we have for you today. The 5th anniversary campaign has ended, but with the Cell Games campaign, the 80 million users campaign, and episode campaign FRIEZA Saga Z, the fun just won't stop in Legends. Plus, there will be more events and campaigns related to the FRIEZA Saga than what we revealed here today. To learn more about that, you'll have to check out our official social media accounts. We regularly post hints about new characters and more, so be sure to give us a follow. Once again, that's it for today, but we thank you all for sticking around to the very end. And I hope you'll watch again next time. Goodbye, everyone.
भाई यार नो आई लेफ्ट आई थिंक मैक्सिमम लोग करने वाले हैं कि बताना कमेंट में यार क्या होगा अब। नो एलएफ, नो अल्ट्रा, ओनली
Hair
स्पार्किंग
here,
करेक्टर।
hair there, this hair fall is everywhere. Make way for
भाई बट या एलएफ ने निकाला, आई डोंट नो व्हाई बट दैट्स इट। एंड गाइस थैंक यू फॉर यार विनिंग दिस। क्या भाई अगर है कि हम स्किप ही करेंगे मैक्सिमम लोग, बट यार इन माय ओपिनियन ट्राई करने में क्या जा रहा है, क्या पता ये अच्छे हों करेक्टर्स इस्तेमाल करके। आई थिंक सब पास कुछ पड़े हैं जो आई थिंक यस मैं इसमें समझ। लेट्स सी क्या होता है। दैट्स इट। लाइव स्ट्रीम हमारी पहली थी, अच्छी नहीं होगी यार। एक तो मेरा गला मतलब ख़राब है, मैं नेक्स्ट टाइम करेंगे तो मैं माइक को एक सेटअप करके। दैट्स इट। आई बाय बाय गाइस।